this song?
Of course. Selena.
What's the name?
What?
What's the name?
I don't remember that. But I know it's Selena.
Escuche tu voz y cuando al fin estemos juntos los dos.
Okay, so I made a playlist.
Go ahead. It's called Bad Kelly. Hey, tell me why it looks like you.
You know why it's called Bad Kelly?
Go ahead. From Bad Bunny.
Ba-ba-boy. Amor prohibido.
Yes. Amor prohibido.
That's it. Prohibido. All right, welcome back to the Men on the Internet podcast. My name is Kerbin Johnston.
I am not Kerbin Johnston.
That's it.
That's it.
So we did not have an episode for Latin Heritage Month,
We did not.
so we're gonna do it now
Yeah.
because it's just about over. I think.
Yeah.
It's the 1 month that is in between 2 months.
Yeah.
So hola,
¿Cómo estamos?
está bien y tú?
Bien, bien.
Go.
Go.
That's all I know, unfortunately.
Right on.
And I also know tú eres muy hermosa.
Ooh, getting all the ladies.
You know what I mean?
We was at a club environment in what is it, downtown or in LA or something like that?
Some kind, yeah,
And it
something
was
like that.
a Bad Bunny night.
It was a bomb.
Ooh, we was feeling it.
Were you? I
was.
thought you had a bad night.
No, I was quite enjoying myself.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, I think you like the older songs more.
I liked all the songs. I was dancing the whole thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I felt bad because I was like, oh man, I took Sabalos out, and Bad Bunny I know has a couple songs that everybody knows. I would say, but
Right.
then you kind of know the older songs.
I did, yeah.
So
Just 'cause that's
not the Bad Bunny older song, just like
Just
the older
older
songs in
songs.
general. So when those songs came out, I was like, I saw you pop up,
I did.
and then when the Bad Bunny song, you was like, I'm gonna sit back down. You know,
I was
so
just
I
enjoying
was like,
myself.
dang man, I think Sabalos had a bad night.
Nah, it was good. It was fun.
But the craziest thing about that night, so I was on a dance floor, tearing it up.
Yes.
There was me and 3 other Africans there,
Hell yeah.
and
Afro Latinos.
yeah, come on now.
We cousins.
Yes, right. And so I saw a group of ladies, baddies, nice eyebrows,
Yes.
great Fashion Nova dresses on, and I believe, oh, it wasn't you. It was this other dude who came up to me and was like, "Yo, you gotta go talk to him." Cause like they looking at you, big dog, you know. And the crazy thing is, I was looking at his girl.
Oops.
You remember who? You remember that?
Yeah.
His
I
girl
do
was a
remember that.
baddie, and then
She
we
was.
thought he was, you know, on the Rainbow Parade.
Right on.
We-
Thank you for watching us. That's been our last
Not
episode.
like that. I mean, I just thought he was playing for a different team.
Right.
And so we was looking at his girl, and then she leaned in for a kiss, and he gave it to her. I was like, oh, you know, they be doing that.
Right.
They kiss their gay friends.
Yeah.
And then, they don't kiss them like that.
No.
So he came up to me and was like, yo, you dress super nice. I mean, you gotta go talk to him. So I got nervous.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to talk to nobody, because I know Latino men can get a little rowdy if you talking to the girl.
Little
And I was like,
protective.
I don't know who's who.
Tread lightly.
So I'm gonna just dance. If they come and talk to me, we could see about that. But nobody came to talk to me except for the men.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean they cool. You know, I love rainbows.
Right on.
And so at the end of the night, those ladies came out, and we was on the sidewalk, you and me. I
That's
was
right,
like,
yeah.
maybe I should order the Uber, but I saw them, and I right then and there in my mind, I was like, I wonder if I should let me go say what's up. And he's gonna say, man, I was like, nah, let me not. A white Tesla came up, car filled with men. Mm-hmm. They was hollering at the girls. It was like, oh yeah, we just going home, blah blah. And at first they didn't want to. They was like, oh, we just gonna go down the street. They were like, nah, we're good. And she was like, nah, the car is filled with people. So
Right.
you know. And he's like, we got tacos.
Yeah, that was the key. They said tacos.
He
Eyes
swung
lit
the little bag right out the car. All 3 girls were like, bet.
we
They got in the
They're
car.
like, well, there's no seats. You can sit in our laps.
Yeah.
Oh, we there.
Yeah, they sat in strangers' laps in a Tesla for tacos.
Going God knows where.
I hope they're alive today.
I'm praying for them.
I'm only saying because I watched Dahmer.
Seriously.
Okay, and boy, do I wish I had me some tacos that night. I just had dance moves,
Right.
well, like a lame.
Right.
But yeah, so
I just had crack. It didn't work. It didn't work.
would have worked in a different environment,
right.
but not that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyways, Latin Heritage Month.
Right on.
Is there any? So you were talking to me about the history of the Dodgers.
Yes.
That I didn't know.
Yeah.
So 2 months ago, maybe a month or two ago, I saw that they were having a Black History Night or a Black History Month thing with the different colors and stuff. And I was I think I might have sent it to you, and it was like, oh, let's try to go, but the schedule didn't work out.
Right, yeah.
I was surprised because I don't know the history of the Dodgers, but whenever you're in LA, you hear Doyers, you know, Hispanic people love the Dodgers. So I was like, that's kind of crazy. And one of the nights I think I did go to that one time I went to the Dodger game. I think the next night or the next game was a Latin Heritage game. So to see that they had a black night, I was very surprised. So tell me a little bit about the history of the Dodgers.
So I was watching. I'm basically gonna retell the episode that I watched.
That's fine.
It was 30 for 30. The episode was on Fernando Valenzuela, very famous Mexican pitcher on the Dodgers. So when they were in Brooklyn, Jackie Robinson's there. They're loving it. They gotta move.
Why?
Because their stadium, I forgot what it was called, is tiny, super super tiny.
Oh, I see.
Versus the Yankee Stadium, which is big. So they would have you could fit a fraction of the people at Yankee Stadium at the Brooklyn Dodger Stadium.
Oh, they had different. Okay, got it.
Yeah,
Why did they
different
just go to the Yankee Stadium?
No idea. So they were like, okay, we got to move. And then the owner is in LA for something, and he is looking around at land, and he finds this section in LA called the Chavez Ravine, and it's a very well-known Mexican community. They all have homes out there built. Very Hispanic community. And this is and they've been there since 1910, 1920. And this was in the 60s, early 60s, late 50s. The owner goes, yo, we got to move. There's this perfect plot of land in LA. We can build a stadium there. Let's move to LA. And so they start trying to buy out these Hispanic people's homes so they could leave and then build the stadium. Well, after a while, they were like, all right, no one's leaving. Or a good portion of people left, but whoever's left are like, we got to get them out of here somehow. So they start pulling them from their homes, saying, no, we're going to tear down all your homes and build Dodger Stadium. And so it's this big old thing. You can look it up online. There's pictures and videos of people, saying, I have nowhere else to go. These are my homes. I grew up here. All my family's here. Why am I leaving? They're pulling them literally, physically out of the house, down the stairs, and then immediately after bulldozing the house. And it's crazy, right? So they build Dodger Stadium, and they're like, hey, Dodger Stadium, we're here. And all the Hispanics go, fuck you. I'm not going to Dodger Stadium. First of all, it's nothing but white people in the stands. You guys tore down our community to build a stadium. I'm not coming. F the Dodgers, In comes, and this was going for quite
what's his name?
Fernando?
No, the player in Brooklyn, was he playing? I'm sorry.
Oh, Jackie Robinson?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I want to say so. I don't quite remember.
He played for the LA Dodgers, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And so it's about the late 70s, early 80s. And the owner says, it would be cool if we had a Latino player on our team so that with the Latino people in the community could feel like they're represented with our team. So they send a scout out to Mexico, and he's chilling in Mexico, and he's looking for a shortstop. And he's seeing the shortstop that he was sent to go look for, and he's like, this guy's trash.
What is a shortstop?
The shortstop is the guy out in... Let me not say the wrong thing.
Did you play baseball?
No, I just watched it.
Got it.
Shortstop.
Do.
The spot between second and third base.
Second and third base.
But,
So in the outfield.
and then technically in the inner outfield, like right by the bases, pretty much in between.
Okay, so like if they hit the ball in that direction, he can throw
He
it
can
to
grab it.
first, second base, or third base.
Yeah.
On
Or
the
back
left
to
side,
home.
between second and third
If
base.
you're looking from home plate, yeah.
On the left side. Okay, got it.
So he's checking out the shortstop. The shortstop sucks, but he sees the pitcher and he's like, "Yo, this guy's got an arm." And it's in the middle in this random ass village in Mexico. Like you couldn't find it because it's so remote. Like it's out there. And the pitcher is Fernando Valenzuela, and he's like 19, 18 years old or something like that. And they sign him after like a couple of back and forths with the salary. They sign him. In 1981, April, opening day, he comes out and he destroys the Astros, destroys them.
Wow.
And so people start hearing about it. His name starts coming up on all these things. And then he had to travel to away games, and everyone's hearing about he's pitching no hitters. He is fucking striking out everybody. He's starting the game and doesn't leave. Like they don't switch out the pitchers because he's that good. He keeps going. And so I think the end of the month was the 27th or something like that of April in 81. He had the first home game back from all those away games. And the Hispanic community starts hearing about it, and they're like, yo, I want to go see Fernando Valenzuela. And from then on, the Hispanic people were, you know, pretty much, there's a guy that they interviewed, and he was like, they invaded Dodger Stadium. All the Hispanics in the area invaded Dodger Stadium because they saw Fernando Valenzuela in them. They saw representation, and from then on, it started to become more of a Hispanic team. You know what I mean? Like a Hispanic represented team, everybody
funny
in
how
the
that
stands, and then you have, like, I have a Dodgers jersey that says Los Dodgers. You know, so it's now become this whole thing where it's Hispanic people took this team, and it's like, this is us, you know?
Okay. Okay. I think that's great. The only thing I don't love, and I get it, because I'm a business person myself. I get it. But it's really the decision to be like, let's go get a Mexican. You know what I mean?
100% right. 100% right. That's exactly how I felt. I was like, wait a minute.
You know, I get it. Because, like, yes, you put somebody in place to win, but it was just so you can win.
Right. Yeah.
But, whatever. I don't want to stick on that.
Right.
But, you know, it's just like companies today that are like, let's get a black guy.
Right, yeah.
You know, we don't want to have a company filled with white guys. Let's just get a black guy. But that is amazing that he came from just nowhere, pretty much, and just tore people up.
He sure did.
You know, I went to that one Dodger game. I don't know everybody on the team, but there is one guy, Mookie Betts, and he played, and I got excited watching that kid because when he stepped up, the crowd was like,
Yeah, that's good.
and I was like, is he dope?
Yeah.
Now I see his face everywhere.
Yeah.
So is he Hispanic?
Is Mookie Hispanic? I don't know.
He looks black and Hispanic, but he might just be black.
Juju Mookie Betts.
It's a hell of a name, Mookie Betts. It can't be nothing else with a name like that. Mookie Betts. It's a hell of a baseball name. You can't be a lawyer named Mookie.
His name's Marcus Lynn.
Oh.
His nickname is Mookie.
Oh, God.
He is from Tennessee.
You black. Yeah.
How come it doesn't say like
What his parents
his
are?
parents are from blah 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 and blah blah blah?
Yeah, it's probably just because slavery.
Facts.
Yeah, it's fine. They don't want to say he's from Nigeria. No, we don't know. That's
We're
fine.
not sure.
That's okay. Well, that's amazing. Are the Dodgers doing good?
We are in the first games with the Padres. We are down by 2 games, so we'll have to see.
This is the playoffs?
This is the
Is it?
postseason. Yeah.
That's what I was going to say. I don't know if it's called the playoffs. Well, good luck to the Dodgers. Everybody get a Dodger dog. All right. Next part of this movie, of this thing, I also saw a part of Ambulance, the movie Ambulance.
Ooh, yeah.
That movie's terrible.
They were bragging about the 19-year-old drone flyer that did like all that. Like 90% of the movie, I'm assuming.
It was a lot of drone. Oh my gosh. It was like, yo, we gonna go to the top of a building.
And whoever did that movie probably did Gray Man. You watched Gray Man?
I did watch Gray Man.
There was a lot of drone in that too.
Yes. Oh, remember I complained about that?
Yeah.
I was like,
bro,
this is really
you can
annoying.
Skip 90% of this drone footage. I
Hold
don't want to see the
on.
movie from the sky. I just want to see
No. Wait a second. Michael
Bay
Bay made Ambulance.
Did he do Gray Man? I don't think so.
I doubt it. That doesn't seem like
I
his
think
kind
that was
of movie.
Russo brothers.
Yes. Yes, it is Russo brother. I think everybody's just on the drone tip now,
It is.
and
Yeah.
it's really annoying to watch.
The FPS drones. It's like
Yeah.
I got it.
So Ambulance was bad only for like two reasons. Reason number one is the story is just kind of stupid. The guy, he wakes up in the morning and it's like, I ain't got no money. And then his wife is like, don't go see your brother. And he's like, okay. And then he goes sees his brother and he's like, yo, I need a loan. And the brother's like, yo, in about 4 minutes, we're going to rob a bank for $32 million.
You could have some.
You're coming.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay. What? They don't. He doesn't even tell him the plan. He's like,
Right.
yo, you know, in Ocean's 8, they're like, you're gonna go through this air duct. You're gonna fall into the. They make a whole schematic.
Right. He's like, yo, we're gonna go.
Yeah, and then they go, and it goes
mean-
exactly how you think.
You sold me.
Then it fails.
Right. Of course, it goes wrong. They always go wrong.
It goes so wrong because it's like nobody planned this. It was just like, we gonna bring guns, and they're like, we're not gonna shoot anybody. Oh, they shoot.
Yeah.
They shoot everybody. And then the next thing is there's too much intense action. 20 minutes in, it's the action is like at the peak of what a normal movie.
Right.
The action
That's Michael
sequence.
Bay though. Michael Bay be doing that.
Nah. He's Michael Baying himself because normally he has like a movie has to have waves of action, and then calm it down for a second, lower your blood temperature. This is like it gets to the point where you think, oh, the movie has to end now, and then you click up and there's another hour,
Oh my god.
and you're like, how? What?
What else
where
is
can this go?
Right.
Is the ambulance not running out of gas?
Right.
Because I run out of gas. But what I will say is Isla Gonzalez. Isa Gonzalez? Is that her name?
Yeah. I love her. You seen Baby Driver? You saw her in Baby Driver?
I watched Baby Driver at your Super Bowl party. I didn't watch the whole thing.
It's good.
It's fire.
It's good. I like Baby Driver.
I need to watch it.
You gotta watch it without, because it's based to the music. Like the music is just as important as the movie.
I see.
So you gotta like watch it without like random loud noises.
I just bought a sound bar, so
There you go.
I'm gonna watch it because you know my TV only goes up to 2,
That's fact.
2 and then 90.
You're right. Yeah. There's only 2 levels.
Yeah, that's it. So ambulance. I saw. Do I want to jump into this? Right?
Might as well.
Let me scale it up. I saw Dahmer.
Okay.
You watched it? No, you
I didn't watch it.
It's
I
not
don't
as-
get into the serial killer thing, man. I don't understand it. Like I watched like Zodiac. Like I saw that movie. But it's about the Zodiac killer. But
I don't know what that means. Everybody says it, and I'm like, I don't know what that
You
is.
have to watch the movie. It's Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, I gotta watch it.
gotta watch
I
it.
love Jake Gyllenhaal.
But yeah, I don't get this serial killer thing. Everyone's like, I gotta see how they do it. Sometimes you gotta see how their mind works and blah blah blah. I'm like, why do I need to know how their mind works? Let me just.
Could you? So you can identify one.
I mean, I guess. But they never do. What do they say in the news? He was such a nice boy. He never did anything. He was such a quiet neighbor.
Nah, man.
I'm
In
never
this-
gonna catch him.
In the Dahmer case, all the black people was like, nah, something up with him. The white people was like, nah, he's a great guy.
Right,
we
right.
love him. We're just gonna fire him.
Right.
But the black people was like, nah, officer. If I were you, I would arrest him. Why? He got a 14-year-old outside on the sidewalk.
I saw that the clip when the kid's sitting outside.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Niecy Nash
like,
out here
you
doing
gotta
it.
arrest him.
Yeah. And then the cop was like, come on now, that's just his boyfriend. What you mean? That's literally a boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah. All the gay black people, they was like, officer, not you let him out. So I would say this. Number one, Evan Peters, great actor.
I do like Evan Peters.
Boy, oh boy, man.
He's done some crazy roles.
He has, and I haven't seen all of them, but I remember him from X-Men, and I might have seen a half a season of American Horror Story. But the thing is, in this one, he gets completely lost. I didn't know it was him.
Really?
I had no clue. It wasn't until I saw something on the internet when they were like, "Yo, Evan Peters killed." I was like, "Evan Peters, the dude from X-Men." And when I looked it up, because he not only does he look different, he does this voice that's totally different than his voice.
He does Dahmer's voice. Yeah.
I actually don't think he hits the voice nail on
Head on.
but whatever. He does this voice that's so distinct. He's really good.
Does he do? He does Dahmer at different ages, right?
He does. Okay. That kid is an actor. Man, great performance. Niecy Nash being in this, that's a surprise. I'm actually excited. So when I was in college, Ryan Murphy came to my school and spoke to some of the students. He didn't talk to me directly, but some of the musical theater students got a chance to chat with him. And at the time at AMDA, there was a lot of black students coming in. And I often sometimes feel like people prioritize one thing over another. And Ryan Murphy, he's gay.
Right.
So, of course, he's going to make gay stories, stories about gay people or whatever. But the fact that he was able to put in the black perspective, and I just learned that he was a reporter before he was whatever he is now, executive producer or whatever. So the fact that he can kind of see outside of his own lens is appreciated, They got Jesse Jackson in here to do that play Jesse Jackson, spot on. Only thing is, I think back in the day, Jesse Jackson might have been a couple 100 pounds heavier.
Oops.
You got to put a little bit more grease on his neck. You know what I mean? But it is so well done. I saw the reviews. I think people, the wide public, is getting a very corporate introduction to the fact that people love this psychopathic killer stuff. But this is done in a very film storytelling purposeful manner that I think because it's so big, number one, people get upset about it because I heard what Boosie said, oh, y'all gotta pay the family and blah blah. Discovery ID is the whole thing is killers and stuff like that. So no, yes, because it makes so much noise, it gets people in their feelings, and because he killed legit people, it makes you feel like, oh, how could they use these people's story? But look, bro, like, how many OJ dogs?
Right, seriously.
We gonna make, so I get it, but at the same time, it happened in real life, and you're allowed to pull things from real life to make art.
Right. Yep.
There's that.
Yep.
Unless I don't know if you're defaming people, but you don't ever really totally sympathize with him, which is something that I didn't want to do.
Right.
There are moments in there where you're like, oh, but then he kills him.
Right.
Then you're like, oh.
All right.
All right. Well, in that case,
All right.
But Dahmer, I think, was an interesting case because he never tried to pretend like he didn't do it. Or he never tried to pretend like he was out of his mind, or when he got caught, he was like, yeah, I should probably die for this.
Oops.
Yeah. Not even oops. Yeah. It was just like, man, they got me.
What was the other show that they did on Netflix? It was about a bunch of serial killers.
A bunch of serial
Mindhunters. Mindhunters?
I think Mindhunters isn't. A&E show or an FX show or something like that.
I thought it was on Netflix.
Mindhunters is about killers.
Yeah, there's like detectives or Mindhunter singular. Mindhunter
It's on Netflix.
on Netflix
Hmm.
with Jonathan Groff.
I definitely ain't seen no Jonathan Groff stuff.
Yeah, it was about a bunch of cases with a bunch of killers, and there was actors playing the killers, and then they show the footage side by side of the actual killer and the actor, and they're like super similar. It's really crazy. Yeah.
How odd. Yeah, I wouldn't watch that. I only watched this Dahmer thing out of curiosity. I watched the first episode and was like, Then 3 episodes in, I was like, all right, they got me. I'm not done yet still. But yeah, it's very well done. Love the editing. I love the color. The way it's shot is really nice. Netflix has a lock on a certain look that is very artsy, that's very kind of indie, but corporate indie. You know what I'm talking about, because all the documentaries look the damn same.
Right.
But it's a spectacle every single time. You're like, oh, this is pretty. So yeah, they got a lock on that. Yeah, Dahmer's it's a good watch, man. If I were you, I would watch it, and it just opens the door to read more about it. I read so much about it that it just is fascinating, and they go back to his dad and all types of stuff. I don't know if you know that he was like killing a bunch of black men.
Oh no, I didn't know.
Yeah. So that's where the color part comes in. So it's interesting his response, because he was like, I never killed people because they were black. I just killed them because I thought they were sexy. So
you know,
you
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happens.
Yeah. There's this one episode about a gay guy who was deaf, and it's so like sad. It's sad because he seems like such a nice guy and all that, and then you see the picture of they didn't show it in the episode, but I googled the actual guy, and he was a aspiring model, and the actor played him so well. You can see the picture and the real actor, and he looks so much like him, and he was so like heartwarming and stuff. You're like, oh man, so it brings the victims really to life, and it makes you really look at this guy like, damn, how you gonna do that, bro? So yeah, good show. If I were you, I would I wouldn't recommend it if you like really can't watch it. But if you have like a little bit of space, I'd say watch the first 3 episodes. Couple things to watch out for and know that it's there is the eating of
people.
They don't showcase it too much, but there's a scene. Even for me, I had to take an Imodium after watching that, because he was drinking blood.
Oh no!
And then I was like, ugh. I don't know if I want to see that.
No thanks.
But yeah, I would give it an 8 out of 10.
Right,
solid work, Netflix. Solid. You got another win, Netflix, because I know it's been troublesome times at Netflix. Like, they coming out with the $6.99 ad package. Nothing says we're losing like ads.
Yep.
YouTube.
So tell me about this Woman King.
The Woman's King. That movie's fire.
It was good, yeah.
That is a good movie. Now, people and their complaints about the story. So one funny thing is, I completely forgot that during COVID, when we were sitting and not going anywhere, I read a lot about Dahomey. A whole lot. Like books. And so just so you know what it's about. Do you have any clue?
No.
Okay. Real life, real rap. There was a female army in the Kingdom of Dahomey in Africa. It is about that army.
Okay.
In Dahomey, their big thing was they would go to surrounding African countries, fight them, enslave them, and sell them to the the Brazilians and the Europeans. That was what they did. And then King Gezo claimed he wanted to stop slavery and switch over to selling palm olive. But I pretty much think when the economy wasn't doing that great, he was like, man, if you don't go catch some of them and sell them. So the thing that people were upset about is it's almost glorifying this female army without mentioning that they're slave captors. Okay. After watching the movie, it is a big part of the movie that they do enslave. Oh, I forgot. Not only did they capture other African people and enslave them and sell them, they did it to their own people too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's a big problem. They do talk about them doing this act, but the way they talk about it is kind of soft. So it's not like it's not like they're showcasing, yo, we're gonna kill our own people, or we're gonna they say it. They're like, yeah, we be doing the slave stuff. We gonna stop though.
Don't worry about it.
Like, they don't hide it, but they don't.
Yeah.
They don't hit it nail on the head. They just kind of hitting the nail like
Yeah.
think.
Little tap.
So I can understand
Oh man.
the anger.
Right.
Because, and the funny thing is, like, when everybody gets so woke, okay, how much y'all know about this?
Right.
But as I'm watching the movie, I completely blocked out in my brain that I had read about this kingdom.
Oh, okay.
So as I'm watching the movie, I'm like, damn, this is so familiar. Why do I know about this? Boom, one scene happened and it all just hit me back. And I was like, oh yeah, I read like 4 books about this in COVID.
There you go.
And once they said Dahomey a certain way, I knew about, because Dahomey had this annual ceremony where they would do do human sacrifice and all that kind of stuff, and it was all spinning back to me about this kingdom that eventually got taken over by the French and became the French Dahomey. But so the thing about Dahomey is they enslaved so many people in Africa that the population in Africa started just completely dwindling. And they're one of the reasons, them and other nations. It's crazy how it works, because Europe and the Portuguese and the Brazilians and all them, they were instrumental in trying to persuade them to stop
Slavery.
the slave trade.
Oh, okay.
But it continued in its own way.
Right.
Despite I'm not going to call it complete inaccuracies. Yes, things are inaccurate because it's a movie. Right. So if I go back to Dahmer, you have to take it with a grain of salt.
Correct.
That the way it's portrayed is probably 40% wrong. Yeah, it's an interpretation. It's dramatized. It's this, that, and the third. So, yes, the historical, we'll call it inaccuracies, do exist, and the way things are portrayed as important and maybe not important are also there. But that movie's fire. Dang. That movie is good.
Definitely gotta check it out.
Viola, I wish that they hired an African person to do that role, but she killed it.
Right on.
She killed it. John Boyega. Damn, man. I almost think he needed to go drink alcohol.
Really?
Yeah, for a long time and smoke cigarettes. Because he
wasn't hearing this. Just
he just looks 24. He just looks like a little boy. So the boy is an actor. And I'm excited to say that, because man, some of the stuff that they be making black people do,
Yeah.
it don't let us showcase our skills. You know what I
Yes.
mean?
Yes.
It's like, cool, we working, but we not working like, we don't get Meryl Streep moments where it's like, damn, what an actor. You know, we don't get that. We get, you know, gangster, little lawyer here and there, but nothing
Get the
hard.
guy coming out the hood.
Yeah,
Trying to
yeah.
rise up for his
Yeah,
family.
you know, and
Or
it's
you
cool.
get
Like, it's
historical slave stuff.
historical slave stuff. Even Wilson, maybe
Nah,
even
they got
Big
Will.
Willie doing a slave movie.
Didn't
I ain't
Will say
upset.
he didn't want to do Django because he didn't want to do a slave movie?
I know he's been saying that he don't want to do a slave movie, and now he doing one.
Now he plays.
I mean, he pissed off the Hollywood gods, slapping another man on one of their shows, and he said, "Boy, if you don't come over here and take this whipping," I'm just kidding. I actually knew he was going to do the slave movie last year.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, we don't get the diverse roles. And for a period of time, it made some people think that white people are just like better actors because they can like a white person can be Irish in one movie, American in another movie,
yes.
Canadian in another movie,
Yes.
all these things, and then a black person is a black person from America.
Right.
And it's like, you know how hard it is for, all right, we got it, you know. So
Once Idris grabbed that Baltimore accent, he was like,
oh, you see, like
Yeah,
Idris is a good example of somebody who can act, but they don't want to give too many diverse roles. Just think about it. I saw John Boyega in Breaking. He's playing an American.
right.
I saw him in Woman King. He's playing the African. He's British.
Yes. And it was in what was it? Star Wars.
And Star Wars. He did a great, I didn't see Star Wars, but he did a great job in Aldo. You would think he was African. You would think he was American.
Right.
The way he can switch it up.
Yes.
Clearly the talent is there.
Yes.
And it's nice to see that the opportunity is starting to arise as well. The problem is this man looks 13.
He needs just a little more hair.
Come on, man. Come on now. Just go mess your life up a little bit.
Yeah.
Go,
Go fuck up something.
go smoke or something.
yeah,
Go-
yeah.
Just when he was in Breaking and he was robbing the bank, I would have been like, little boy, if you don't go home.
Where are your parents?
You know what I'm saying? He just looks too young.
Right.
I get it. You know, Gazo was a young king. But even so, at least hire somebody who's like 34.
Right.
You know, just
Yeah.
come on now. If he said, "I am your king," I'd have been, boy, if you don't shut your ass up, I can put you over my knee.
Right.
You know, but he's an actor.
Yeah.
That boy's out here acting. Another problem I have: these British people coming over here.
Taking their gerbs.
Listen, man, I love y'all Brits, but there was a reason that we won the war. Okay.
Oh boy.
All right.
Open that can of worms.
Okay. Paul Revere,
Go ahead.
he did that for a reason. He ain't say the British was coming for no reason. Now we got to say it again. The British are here, and they taking everything.
Taking their gerbs.
All right. We Americans can act, too, outside of Tyler Perry. Trust me.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's facts. Go ahead. You really thinking hard.
I am. Jamie Foxx.
Jamie Foxx. Hey, look, yeah.
What you mean?
Yeah. I was agreeing with you.
Nah, no. I need a, like, yes.
Denzel,
Denzel. I want to say Denzel, but
but Denzel's
we
just Denzel.
Yeah.
Zell is
He's
Zell.
not just Denzel, but we ain't seen the diversity.
Yeah.
Idris. Yeah.
He's just British.
Damn. Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Sam L.
Nah, we're not going to.
Sam L.
We're not going to
Sam
do
L.
that.
But you know, I would say Michael B.
Come on, Chris. What you talking about, Chris? Michael B. At what?
Creed. That's about the only thing I could think of.
Come on now. He said
And
4
Creed
lines and he got abs. Now all of a sudden he's converted. Come on
that's
now.
fair. That's
Stop.
fair. That's fair.
Stop it.
All right, you got me there.
Damn. Hold on. No, hold on now.
Now we really got to think of names.
really great. I mean, Jamie Foxx, but I always think Jamie Foxx is a really good impressionist.
Yes.
Like he's the king of doing those kind of movies. Like the guy who played Black Panther. What was his name again? Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah.
Chadwick Boseman. You would never expect him to do 42 and then go do Get On Up. You would never expect that because he seemed like this docile, stoic guy.
Yes.
But he was out here acting for real. Chadwick, yeah, y'all gonna hate me for this, but the only thing is I really did not like Chadwick in Black Panther.
Really?
Nah, his performance was just lackluster. He didn't give it.
I'm trying to like pick out names.
Please don't say no Will Smith.
No.
I love Will.
Danny Glover just kind of plays Danny Glover, but he's good.
Yeah.
Ving Rhames.
Okay,
Ving Rhames
hold
does
on.
some good stuff.
This is the argument, okay? Because some people think you're a great actor if you're a diverse actor, right? Like you could play different countries and cities and accents and all that. There's other people who just think if you sell the role, that is what makes you a great actor. So we got to define what is greatness to you. To me, yes, Denzel's gonna always kill it.
Right.
But does that mean he's, does that mean he's giving us something new? That's why we're going to go watch the movie because we like, Denzel's going to give us something brand new that we haven't seen before. Nothing hurt my heart more than when I watched Flight and he said he was from Georgia and he was talking like this. Yo, I can't stop drinking, yo. I was like, nah, Denzel, if you don't go back to New York,
Oops.
we're not doing that.
Oh no.
What about his son?
How about Jeffrey Wright?
Oh yeah,
I like Jeffrey Wright.
yeah.
He's got range. I saw him in
But
what's
is he
the
half,
robot one?
Is he half white? He real light skin.
Could be.
I still give it to him, but that dude is an actor.
He was good in what's the robot show? Westworld.
Yeah,
He was good in Westworld.
He had
was
a
good in
movie.
the Batman. That's him in the Batman.
Who was he?
He's the Commissioner Gordon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he was cool in
He was
that.
good in that.
He did a movie with Jake Gyllenhaal. He was fire in that. It was about a train.
Oh, yeah. Was it the one that they have to go like back in time? He replaced the same day.
Yes.
Source Code.
Yes. Damn, that's a movie right there.
Dude,
That's a movie right there. Let me
That's a
see.
movie.
Jeffrey Wright. Yeah. Damn, is he the best black actor? Out right now, best black American actor? Jeffrey Wright?
Could be. There was a big list that I saw though of people.
Who else?
I'm trying to figure out where he's from first.
Oh. Where? Ooh.
Born in D.C.,
Okay.
son of Barbara Yvonne and James Charles Wright.
Okay, that's hard to say because Barbara is a white name, but Barbara Yvonne is a black name.
So we really don't know. It's one of those ambiguous
Yeah.
ethnicities.
All right, I'll give it to him.
Yeah.
Jeffrey Wright is that guy though.
Jeffrey
He's
Wright.
an actor.
Yes.
He could probably. Oh man, how could we be so dumb, man?
Go ahead.
Forrest
too.
Forrest Whitaker.
Forrest good.
That guy
Last
acts.
King of Scotland.
Wait. In the King of Scotland,
Last King.
Last King of Scotland.
He was the last king.
What is he? Does he have an accent?
Yeah.
I only seen that movie in parts. I don't remember it well at all.
Forrest Whitaker.
But that's what I'm thinking of. Last King of Scotland.
He was in that one Star Wars movie, Rogue One, the best Star Wars movie.
Really? And he was in that?
He was in that. It was real good.
Was he American?
He was, I don't know, Star Wars is kind of hard to tell. Had like a bit of an accent.
Okay.
The Butler.
Okay.
Taken 3. Hello.
Ooh.
He was in a Taken.
Okay. Taken. Oh, yeah. Okay. Forrest Whitaker. Whitaker.
He was in Southpaw. He was the coach in Southpaw with Jake Gyllenhaal.
I saw that. I had to watch that in
Dude,
theaters.
that's a good movie.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Forrest
Jeffrey.
And Forrest is the best dark skin, and Forrest is the best dark skin actor in America.
Yes.
And Jeffrey Wright is the best light skin actor in America.
Yes.
All them British people, come on, y'all. I know y'all good, but like, come on, y'all.
Give us a chance.
Yeah. Matter of fact, that actually makes me think. Viola should play the Woman King.
Yes.
Because me saying it should have been an African person is like saying all LGBT roles have to be people who are actually LGBT.
Yeah.
And I don't ride with that. Because I think acting is acting. Give it to the person with the best.
There was that big old thing where a lot of the voice actors who were playing black characters had stepped back from the role to give it to a black person.
How does that make you feel?
I think voice acting is such a different field. Like, isn't that the point of voice acting, to play something that you couldn't play live? You know what I mean? So like, you can play a monster. You're not gonna dress up as a monster live. It might not sell as well. You know. So I think that's kind of the point of voice acting, is literally open to everything. But like you said, acting is acting.
Okay. I'm gonna come to this and then go back to that. The LGBT point. I think there's two sides to that argument. There was one side that was like, oh, it's for representation because the LGBT people are not getting roles. And it was like, give it to an actual LGBTQ member so they could be represented on the screen.
Correct. Yeah.
But at the same time,
well, I
what
mean,
if nobody
that's kind of the
asks?
argument with everyone, though, isn't it? You know, Hispanic people is the same thing. They're arguing for a
the
large
difference
portion of
is
the roles.
the difference is I don't have to ask you if you're gay or straight or bi or trans.
When you're auditioning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, fair enough.
You know what I mean?
Right.
But like, you can't replicate a black person.
Fair enough. Oh yeah, I guess it's
You see what I'm saying?
In that respect, sure.
So that's why I say acting is acting. Now, if on the cartoon side, this is great because Cartoon Network is going out of business. It really depends on the script for me. And I think I'm getting this opinion right now. But I heard Mike Henry, the guy who plays Cleveland Brown, is a white guy.
Yep.
And then it makes me think of, what if Uncle Ruckus from Boondocks was played by a white guy? And how would that make me feel?
Right.
Because yes, he probably was killing the role, right? But saying certain words.
Right. Versus Mike Henry doesn't say any of those words.
He doesn't say anything.
come up.
But I also think sometimes they be making jokes about black people, and I wonder, are there black people in the room who like, this is cool?
Are there writers in the room?
Writers,
that are
or
black?
really directors or producers?
Right.
Really beyond the writers, because the writers are gonna write, right? Writers are gonna write, but there has to be somebody who's on the management level who's like, I don't feel disrespected by this. Because imagine if they make a movie written by white people about black conversations, and then they don't consult with black people about it, and they just give you what they feel is right.
Right.
Then you're like, we don't talk like that, or we don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
So it really would depend on, well, what's the cartoon about? You know?
That too. Well, like, for example, Big Mouth.
Yeah.
Jenny Slate played the little black girl character. I think her name was Missy. I think she stepped down. She stepped back. I
remember that.
They replaced the actress, the voice actress. Is Big Mouth. Like, there was, I think, an episode or two where they talk about code switching, and that was like about it as far as like contextually black. I don't know, how do you feel about like that, Jenny Slate backing down from that?
I mean, in the moment, I was like, this is dumb, girl. Just do your job. but
Because her character is half black, half white.
oh well, then whatever.
You know.
What are they gonna do? Only hire a mixed person?
Right. Yeah.
See, that's when it gets into the code switching part. Like I never saw this episode, but let's imagine Jenny Slate is a full on white girl, and then you know how they do they put the camera on the actor, and then for the DVD release or whatever, they show the behind the scenes, right?
But yeah, her doing the voice and yeah.
And yeah, what if the scene is like, "Hey guys, how's it going? Yeah, we're having a great time," and then 2 seconds later, she's like, "Hey, what up, though? Hey, let me get some of that. I mean, handy," and it's like, are you? What is that? Is
Right.
that acting or is it?
And what's funny is in that episode, I think she's in somewhere with a bunch of other black people, and they're like, "It's cool. You say the N-word. Like, say the N-word. You're cool. Like, it's fine. Say it." And she goes, "No, I really can't say it. Like, I'm not saying it. No, I
okay.
can't say that. No, and then she like looks at the camera and goes, "No, I really can't say it." Like, yeah, you know what I mean?
You see, something like that is cool.
Yeah.
You know, I think I think my thing would be just like, don't disrespect the people who are giving you the keys to enter the house.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's the same thing.
Because yeah, like in voice acting, it's an open world. You can do whatever you want.
Right.
And I remember in voice class at AMDA, my teacher would tell us she's a small white lady. The first job she ever got as a voice actress was playing a Japanese old man. Mm-hmm. And
That's like 90% of anime.
Yeah.
Is played by old white ladies.
Yeah, and it's cool. Like, it's cool, but just I think the best thing for me is just keep it respectful.
Yeah,
You know, as long as you're doing your job, and it kind of falls back on the writers too. Like, don't write something that you know is gonna put the actor in a weird position because y'all trying to make it's hard for me to
It's like
explain.
that thing in Family Guy where they had the roaches and they were Mexican.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, not a Mexican person did that role. I'm gonna cut you up so bad. You're gonna wish you didn't cut you up so bad. And it's like, I guarantee it was a white boy in the
probably
booth.
was.
You know what
It
I mean?
probably
So
was.
it's like, come on.
Just be respectful, y'all.
Yeah.
When y'all making your art, but that's damn, man. I don't want to be the person that polices your art. I don't know.
bad too.
I don't know, man.
You know who doesn't give a fuck though? South Park.
Shoot.
South Park does not care about the agenda of anybody else. South Park gonna do South Park. You know how those two white boys do Japanese people,
Really?
Chinese people. They do all all kinds of accents that are just completely blatantly racist.
I mean, if
They
you
don't
do
care.
everybody, I'm okay with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
But if you just got a bunch of white people and then a black character and then like in Family Guy,
Yeah.
where the black character is like this hokey black guy,
Right.
then it's like,
You're treading.
you see what I'm saying?
ice
But
there.
I don't know. I love Family Guy.
Yeah.
And I watched the Cleveland show. It's not that good, but I watched
Yeah,
it.
it was, yeah.
Hey man, y'all just do whatever you want.
Yeah. Who are we to say? We went way over our 30-minute.
All right. Well, in that case, yeah, if you guys enjoyed this episode, give us a thumbs up, a like on YouTube, and leave us a comment, please, for the algorithm. It allows more people to see it, and then we can grow, and the show can pay for itself. And then also, if you are watching this on Instagram, share with your friends, your family, and let them know that we had a great, meaningful conversation today. And lastly, if you are listening on a streaming platform, leave us a review and let everybody know how much you love the show. With that being said, we'll catch you later.
Laters.